Hi everyone! So we're going to start this look off today by priming our skin. I'm going to use this NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer. This primer has gold flakes in it. And the gold flakes, it says, increases skin's radiance, and I will agree. So let's just pat this on, and we're going to move to our foundation. For today's look, I'm going to be using the Revlon Colorstay foundation, and I'm using the color Nude. Now this color is a step up from my natural skin tone, so we're going to make sure when we apply this we do it anywhere that the skin is showing. So I'm just going to shake the bottle up, put a little bit on the back of my hand, and grab my angled foundation brush. Ooh, what is that? Ah, okay, on now. This is by IT Cosmetics. I'm just going to put some of this product on the brush and pat it onto my skin. Make sure that you move quickly with this foundation, as it does have a tendency to dry quickly. And really focus on patting that foundation into your trouble spots, any areas that are red or prone to breaking out. And then once you pat this foundation into place, you can start buffing it out. And like I said, because it's a little bit darker than my natural skin tone, I'm going to really make sure to bring that foundation down my neck properly and even onto my chest where any of my skin's going to be showing. So working it through the fine line area and finishing it up. Okay, now moving to the concealer. I'm using a liquid concealer by Maybelline in the color Fair. And I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes and across my cheekbone area and near the smile lines as well, because I get a little bit of redness there. And just pat with the same brush. Pat this in. I'm going to put it up around my eyelids and definitely above the eyebrow as well, just to give it a little highlight, because this is much lighter than the foundation, but it still blends very well. And now that it's evenly distributed, what I can do is we can move on to buffing everything out together with a Pro Airbrush brush from Sephora. This is a number 55, and this is going to give that foundation and the concealer a really soft look. Time to do the eyebrows. I'm brushing my eyebrows into place. And I'm going to be using today the Anastasia Duo. And no, I'm not reading it. I just literally said it that way for no reason. Okay, anyway, I'm using this in soft brown, and I'm going to use the darker color today. Let me adjust that for you so you can see. And just start at the arch and work your way down, concentrating on that outer edge. And definitely lighter going in towards the middle of the eye area, the eyebrow. So you don't have two stick lines. We don't want two sticky looking things on our face. But you do want the brows a little darker today, because you're going to need something to carry the weight of the eyeshadow that we're doing, because eyeshadow is going to be pretty heavy and bright. You don't want to lose those eyebrows, especially being a redhead. They have a tendency to get washed out, which is kind of cool on some looks, but anyway, okay, make the sisters match as much as possible. And fill in any little sparse gaps that you might have. Voila. Oh, right there. Okay. Looking good? Let's move on. Okay. So, now, my favorite part. Here comes the color. Maybelline, oh yeah, Teal the Deal. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So, flat angled brush. That's not a flat angled brush, that's a flat brush. What am I telling you people? Okay, pat, pat, pat onto the eyelid. Now the brush I'm using comes with a Naked 3 palette. I happen to have an affinity for this brush, but you can just use any flat brush. You just want to get as much of that product as you can and really concentrate it on that upper and bottom eyelid. We're going to bring it down the bottom now. And you're going to go a little bit lower with this than you usually would. You're almost going to feel like a raccoon at first. That's okay. We really want a smoky, popped out blue today. And try to keep a little bit of that almond shape going to the eye. So see how I'm going to do a little bit of a triangle shape outside of the lid region on the side. Just remember to watch your lines though. We do have natural lines that go on the face, so you want to keep the look lifted. I just took a round brush there and buffing it out and pulling it up. See? Not down, brush up. See that line? That's the line I'm talking about. Right there. Okay. So, buff, 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 pat, 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 and get that color on there. So, using a pencil brush, this is a Sigma brush, and that one's the E30. I'm going to take the next color. It's called Acid Rain. Oh, this color is so pretty. And I'm going to put some of that on my brush, and I'm going to work that V crease line on the outer end, kind of just swishing motion into the crease, and then pulling it up, creating that eye shape I'm looking for. And down on the outside corner as well, keeping with that V line. And just a little pull towards the nose so you're not choppy looking. Okay, now we're going to buff it out. This is also a Sigma brush, and this is the E40. This is a blender brush. I use this brush probably more than anything I own. All the gold sparklies. This is from Wet n Wild. This is brass. I have a flat brush. I'm going to really load that on, especially the center of the eye, focusing just on the lid itself, not moving up past that crease line if I can. Keep it below that crease line. I'm going to look more sparkly, like candlelight sparkle and less clown sparkle. And get that inner corner going. So what you can do is just with the brush, whatever glitter is left on the brush, you can start moving that around a little bit. Like I'm pulling it towards the outer part of the eye now, staying on the lid itself. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of that glitter pulled towards the outside of the eye on the bottom as well. I love the sparkly. So, really black eyeliner. We're going to do Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Eyeliner, and this is from Loreal. We're going to line the waterline upper and lower, really filling in any gaps in the lashes. This is going to make the color and the glitter stand out along with your eye color and form the shape. Wow, you can already see the high contrast. So we have the tops to do. The tops I'm going to be using a different pencil, but also from L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, and just thicker on the outer, but stay close to the lash line, and moving it in. You don't have to be perfect with this application because we're going to go in later with an angled brush and we're going to drag it and smoke it out a little bit. So if there's any little pull marks from where the pencil's not completely smooth riding across the skin, don't panic. It will be smooth when you're done. I'm just going to go in and darken it just a little bit. I like to do it that way. I like to pull my eye. Now we're just going to do the other one. Bam! Movie magic. And then go in with that angled brush I was talking about and shape the eye with it, pulling the eyeliner into place and filling in any gaps in the lashes with it. And also working that around the bottom lash line, pulling that black into the eyelashes as well, so that you don't have just like a line and then some other stuff. You want it to kind of flow together. And let's bring that outer edge up into like a V to keep that eye lifted. There we go. So after this, we need to put a coat of mascara on each eye. Oh, brush off the fall off, the fallout. Now, mascara. Number 7 has Exceptional Definition mascara. It's a really good mascara for this because it's just light and it really separates the lashes, but it does make sure that there's not a huge transition between your falsies and your actual lashes, especially being like a redhead or natural blonde. Our lashes are so light that we want to make sure that there's no little blonde sparkly lashes showing through the black false lashes. Okay, now that I've done the tops, we're going to need to do the bottoms. So let's get the bottom lashes done. Okay. I just move my lashes up into place and get on with the false lashes. These are from Ardell. These are 120 demis, and bend them a little bit. And I'm going to be using a latex-free duo liquid glue for my lashes. Blow on that, let them set a little bit, and then get those suckers on. Ooh, look at that one already. You can see the difference. Now I have them both on. Time to contour. I'm going to be using the Anastasia palette and the color Chocolate. I have this great flat brush used for concealing from Bare Essentials. I like to use that for my contouring. You'll see me use that in a lot of my videos. For the cream contour, it just seems to work well. I'm going to do my nose and slim it down. And my cheekbones, my temples. I'm going to do around the top of the forehead and under the chin, down the neck as well. I also like to put a little bit of this contouring cream right in the little cupid's bow of my lip area. See, watch this. Pop. Just a little. Now, using the Cream Shop blender brush, let's blend this out. And because we did this after our foundation, you want to take extra special care on really buffing this through. I'm just going to fast forward this because it does take a minute, so give yourself some time doing it. This will not move the foundation. This foundation is very heavy set. And buff that out as much as you can. This is going to give you a really healthy glow. And I'm even going to pull this down the neck into the clavicle area. Ooh la la. And then I'm going to take my foundation brush I used, and I'm going to do a once over with the foundation brush. Just really buffing that through for a super smooth look. No rough lines. Now, because we had a little bit of fallout, I'm going to take some more of that concealer from Maybelline, and I just do a little bit on the outside of my eyes, right on my cheekbones, and I'm just going to buff that in. That's also going to brighten that area as well. You can pull some of that around your T-zone if you want to lighten up that area. I'm going to do the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid in Light. This is an illuminating highlighter right along the cheekbone area. I'm going to put a little on the bridge of the nose. I'm pulling that up around the eyebrows and a little bit on the top of my lips. And right where the little Cupid's bow is. Oh, a little bit more. Now there's the shine I'm going for. Now here's the part I've been waiting for. I could not wait to try this lipstick, and I was not disappointed. This is the NYX Matte Lipstick in Up the Base. I'm not going to even use lip liner for this, so just use your corner to guide it. Oh wait, I can't open it. Let me pry this sucker off here. What in the world? Okay, hold on. Ha! I got it open. Okay. So anyway, let's put this on. Ooh, look at that color. Make sure to moisturize your lips before you do your foundation routine in order for your lipstick to smoothly glide over towards the end. It really helps to have hydrated lips, especially using a matte lipstick. They're a little bit drier. This one's not too bad, and it definitely stays all day. Love that color. Okay, blush time. Loreal has a Visable Lift Blush in Peach Gold. We're going to pat some of that using our blush brush on our cheeks. I'm using a Bare Minerals brush called Full Flawless Face, and that's it. Love you guys. See you next time.